neighbors and caring for our neighbors. Alhamdulillah. So just to confirm, the studio number is 212-9324. The text number is 07450 952-084. We are here till 5 o'clock, myself and Sister Fatima, inshallah. So today we're going to talk about, the topic is caring for our neighbor. We're going to go through the Allah's names as we have been doing each show from Tuesday to Friday. And then we'll be going through, inshallah, a story and then a topic of the day. And then we will be announcing the competitions that we've got running each week. So if we say, so for Friday, this week's competition is, for Friday is that what we want to do, we want to have the children come in and recite a nasheed or a naat, whatever they want to do. As long as they're coming into the studio, inshallah, and that's the idea. So we're trying, and we had a really good day, mashallah. Yes, on Friday, the children came in, mashallah, and we had a lot of poems. We had some texts that were sent in that we were able to, that we needed to, we read out, and some of the actual children came in, which was really good, alhamdulillah. So it'd be really great. We are on Instagram Live, which has just been set up. So it's Ramadan.fm. Inshallah, just add us, and inshallah, you can get the link through Fatima. Get the link through our Facebook page as well. So it's www.ramadan.fm. We are on the Facebook Live, like I say as well. Alhamdulillah. Okay, so should we start off with the Allah's names?
Yeah, and also just to let our children know about the poetry competition.
Yes.
We have got a winner. We have 2 winners.
Okay,
inshallah, we'll announce them tomorrow.
Okay, inshallah.
Yeah.
And yeah, it'd be great to see the children actually come in. Maybe Wednesday. So once we announce it on Tuesday, inshallah, if they are able to come in with their parents on Wednesday,
collect their prizes.
Come and collect their prize, inshallah. But Jazakallah khair to everyone that took part. You know, even those of you who sent text messages, and I know there was a few who the parents couldn't bring in, but they did send the text messages in. So that was really beautiful to see, mashallah. So may Allah reward you and the parents who supported their children, because this is what it's about. It's about the children, alhamdulillah.
Definitely.
So, bismillah, are we ready to start with the 99 names?
Right, yes. So last week we touched up and we went down into Al-Alim. If any of the children can remember what Al-Alim is and would like to call us in and remind the rest of the listeners, that would be great to hear from you.
Inshallah.
Today we can discuss Al-Qabid and Al-Basit. So they're both on one page, as one is the constrictor and one is the expander.
Mm-hmm.
So Al-Qabid, the constrictor. Mm-hmm. This name means the constrictor. 2, constrict means to make something smaller, to tighten or restrict it. Sometimes Allah takes away the blessings we enjoy. This is tightening, and it is a test. And Al-Basit, this name means the expander. To expand means to make something bigger, to extend or to increase. Sometimes Allah sends us blessings. This expands our heart with joy and is a great release. So what are the signs of Al-Qabid and Al-Basit? We have signs of constrictor and expander in our bodies. So for example, our lungs and our heart are always expanding and contracting. Mm-hmm. SubhanAllah. When we breathe in, our lungs expand, don't they? With air, and so take in life-giving oxygen. When we breathe out, our lungs contract, allowing us to release the carbon dioxide that our body needs to get rid of.
Subhanallah.
So our hearts too have a rhythm. That is our heartbeat. When our hearts contract, the right side pumps blood to the lungs to get oxygen and offload carbon dioxide. And the left side pumps blood to the rest of the body, offloading oxygen and taking in carbon dioxide. When the heart expands, blood rushes back to the heart again. SubhanAllah. So for all the children that are listening, just imagine that's how we can relate to Al-Qabid and Al-Basit, the constrictor and the expander, the way your lungs expand when you breathe in and the way they contract when you breathe out, and with your heart, the same thing. So in the Holy Quran, Allah has mentioned it. Do they not see that Allah extends sustenance to whom He wills and restricts it? Witness, in these are signs for the people with faith. And our favorite, Sister Amrin, Rumi says,
SubhanAllah.
if it were always summertime, the blazing heat would burn the garden, soil and roots, so that nothing would ever grow again. December is grim, yet kind. Summer is all laughter, and yet it burns. When contraction comes, see the expansion in it, and be cheerful, don't frown.
SubhanAllah.
What a beautiful lesson, because we often complain about the weather, and we often say it's too cold today or it's too hot today. But Allah knows how to balance it out, because there's a reason when the sun is shining and when the rain is falling.
SubhanAllah.
And only He knows that. And we need to expand ourselves to understand that.
Yeah. SubhanAllah.
So we'll quickly say a quick thing of balance on this page. Life is a constant change and ups and downs. Winners become losers. Winter becomes spring. One moment a person is blessed with wealth, the next moment it is all taken away. You may begin to see that your own life has a rhythm of expansion and contraction. Just like the world outside or your heart or lungs inside, there is a mysterious harmony in this. The important thing is to stay balanced. When we are contracted with difficulties and sadness, it is an opportunity to get closer to Allah and show patience. When we are expanded with joy and success, it is an opportunity for gratitude. All our different states contain lessons for us.
SubhanAllah.
I'm sure I agree with that. Sister Amrin, what do you think?
Yeah, and this is why it's like going back to, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's qadr, that whatever He gives us, which we've been talking about throughout the month, this blessed month, alhamdulillah, is whatever He gives us, we've got to be accept it, and therefore we will be, when we go through it, we will be better in our better state, instead of complaining
instead of not,
and not seeing the wisdom in everything that He does and what is given to us.
And isn't that belief, just having faith in your belief,
that whatever it is
it is.
SubhanAllah.
That's it. And that's a great way to adapt our lifestyle too, and everything we do in our lives on a daily basis.
Yes.
From waking up in the morning to going to school,
SubhanAllah,
to getting ready for madrasa,
yes,
to doing your homework, even on the days when you're feeling down or when you're feeling happy.
yes,
just accept that everything is from Allah.
Yeah. And then also it goes back to is you will only, as long as you know what you're doing is good. Sometimes it's not for yourself, it's for other people as well, which leads us on to today's topic as well, about caring for our neighbours and respecting our neighbours, is that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us so much. We have our own fitrah, but as children, we've got to be accepting of what the situation is. And it's not always about us, it's about giving to others.
Absolutely.
Which we'll expand on, inshallah.
Inshallah, we'll go further into that.
Yes, inshallah.
Okay, do you want to just remind all the young listeners
yes.
where we're on?
So we are on Ramadan special on EAVA FM 102.5 on www.ramadan.fm. We are on Instagram Live. We are on Facebook Live. Jazakallah khair for all of those who have joined in. We're here till 5 o'clock. Myself, your host, Sister Amrin, and Sister Fatima, my co-host. We are here on Tuesdays and till Friday, 4 till 5 every day throughout the month of Ramadan.
Children's Hour.
Yes, for the Children's Hour, subhanAllah. So the studio number is 212-9324. The text number is 07450925084. It will be really good, inshallah, to hear from the children, which we have been. We've had some really good responses. And please, inshallah, facilitate your children, because it's about them, inshallah.
Exactly. And for all the children, just a little reminder for all the ones that are listening, this Friday we have a nasheed competition.
Yes, I can't wait.
So last week it was a poetry competition, and like we said earlier, we have got our 2 winners, and we will be announcing them tomorrow, inshallah. But this Friday it's a nasheed competition.
Yes, inshallah.
So please start practicing, or maybe you already know it.
Yes.
And you really enjoy singing it.
Yes.
We're just looking for you to come.
Inshallah.
Either you can call in or come into the show.
Yes.
Whichever way, you can enter the competition for this Friday.
Inshallah.
Okay.
Jazakallah khair. Okay, so we have our first caller.
Oh, wow.
Alhamdulillah. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
Who is that?
Safiya Mullah.
Assalamu alaikum, Safiya. How are you, my darling?
Alhamdulillah, I'm fine.
Are you okay?
How are you?
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. All the better for hearing your voice. Alhamdulillah. So, how's school been today?
It's been okay.
Oh, just okay? Say alhamdulillah. Allah bless you. Okay, so, Safiya, what are you going to recite today for us?
I would like to pray Surah Fatiha.
Okay, Bismillah, nice and clearly. Just put, if you got the radio on,
Yeah.
can you turn it down because we're getting feedback? Just a little,
Okay.
just turn it down or turn it off, please, my darling. Okay, when you're ready, Bismillah.
سورة الفاتحة. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. صدق الله العظيم.
MashaAllah. Jazakallah khair, Safia.
She prayed that with so much joy.
MashaAllah, she
happiness.
just sings it. MashaAllah, it's so beautiful. Okay, Safia, I need to ask you a question. Have you been learning the 99 names of Allah?
Yeah.
You have? Okay, so you've been practicing. So make sure you practice. And inshallah, by the last Friday, which is next Friday, I want you to come into the studio, inshallah, and at the children's time, and pray the 99 names, as many as you know, okay?
Inshallah.
Inshallah, yeah? Did you want to say salam to anybody?
I would like to say salam to you, my family, and the whole Muslim Ummah.
Bless you. Walaikum salam.
My-
Yeah, go on.
My brother and sister would like to pray.
Okay, Jazakallah. You know, because you're the first caller and your brother and your sister always pray something as well, what we're going to do, you know, after they've prayed, we'll transfer you back to the producer, and what you need to do is give your mum needs to give her number, and what we'll do is come into the studio and we'll have a voucher from Brew Coffee and Gelato for you, okay? Because you're the first caller, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, my darling. Do you want to put your brother or who's coming through? Your brother or your sister?
My brother and then my sister.
Okay, inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. And are you going to tell our audience what your name is?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Isa.
Muhammad Isa. Assalamu alaikum. Okay, and what would you like to recite, Muhammad Isa?
Surah Kawthar.
Surah Kawthar. Okay, inshallah. When you're ready.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. سورة الكوثر. إنا أعطيناك الكوثر فصل لربك وانهر إن شانئك هو الأبتر.
Sadaqallahu al-Azim. MashaAllah. Muhammad Isa? Where are you going?
Yes.
Hello, who's next?
Amina.
Amina. Where's Amina gone?
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum, Amina. How are you?
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Good girl. Jazakallah khair for calling in. And what is it that you want to recite?
First kalima.
Okay, Bismillah when you're ready.
First kalima tayyib. La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
MashaAllah. Jazakallah khair for that, Amina. Do you want to say salam to anybody?
He and the whole Muslim Ummah.
Jazakallah khair. Make sure you come in with Safia and Muhammad Isa on Friday, and then next Friday we have competition, okay? So make sure you sing a nasheed, okay?
Inshallah.
Okay, and Safia, if you want to just come through with your mum on the line, stay on the line, so the producer can take the telephone number so you can collect your gift voucher for today, okay?
Ji.
Okay, Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
Alhamdulillah. Oh, bless her, mashallah. It's so sweet.
So there goes our first voucher for the first caller in the day.
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah.
Excellent, well done.
Okay, So, just to say, we are on Facebook Live, we are on Instagram as well. The studio number is 212-9324. The text number is 07450-925-084. You're on Ramadan Special, EVA FM 102.5, with your host, Sister Amrin and Sister Fatima on the Children's Hour. Are we ready to carry on with the next names, inshallah?
Yes, so the next set of two names.
Alhamdulillah.
So, the next two names are Al-Khafid and Al-Rafi. So Al-Khafid means the baiser, and Al-Rafi means the exalter. To abase something is to lower it to the bottom. Sometimes Allah lowers us to a place where we learn hard but valuable lessons. To exalt something is to raise it up high. Sometimes Allah raises up us to a position of great happiness, honor and joy.
SubhanAllah.
Signs of Al-Khafid and Al-Rafi are, the Quran says that we will be raised from the dead on the day of resurrection. On that day, we will recognize the good and the bad we did in life, and Allah will judge us fairly.
SubhanAllah.
Some people are exalted on that day. They enter the gardens for leading good lives, and others are abased and lowered into the fire for leading selfish lives. The garden is a beautiful place of running streams, whereas the fire is a place where people suffer. However, the word kafid is related to an Arabic word that describes how a hen shelters her chick under her wing. Even when people are lowered into the fire, Al-Khafid still loves them.
SubhanAllah.
The Quran mentions when that which must be comes to pass, there will be none to deny its coming. The Al-Khafid and Al-Rafi. Rabia Basri.
SubhanAllah.
Coincidentally, yesterday we talked about Rumi and
Mashallah.
Rabia. Today we have them both on Allah's names.
Alhamdulillah.
She says, I carry a torch in one hand and a bucket of water in the other. With these things, I am going to set fire to heaven and put out the flames of hell, so the voyagers of God can rip the veils and see the real goal.
SubhanAllah. That leads nicely on to, we have another caller, I think.
Excellent. Perfect timing. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
And who do we have here today?
Sarah.
Sarah. Sarah who?
Sarah Suleiman.
Sarah Suleiman. We want to make sure, because we always get one Sarah calling in every day, and we need to make sure we're not talking to the same Sarah. And we don't get you confused and mixed up. How are you today, Sarah?
9.
You're 9. How are you today? How was your day?
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Been a good day at school?
Yeah.
Productive?
Yeah.
Excellent. So, what have you got to say? Are you going to recite something for us or sing something for us?
I'm gonna pray out to Kirsty.
You're going to pray Ayatul Kursi, right? You can start reciting when you're ready.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض من الذي يشفع عنده إلا باسمه يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض ولا يؤوده حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم.
MashaAllah, that was beautiful. Do you pray this every night, Sarah?
Yes.
Excellent, that's good. And you know what it does for you, right?
Yes.
Excellent.
Yes, text you.
Excellent. Brilliant, that's great. Thank you for telling us all. Right, Sarah, do you want to give salams to anybody?
The entire Ummah.
The entire Ummah. And is there any messages or any tips or anything you want to tell anybody, or even us and all the listeners?
Inshallah, entire Ummah goes to Jannatul Firdaus. Ameen.
Ameen. What a beautiful dua you have made. That
Mashallah.
you're such a selfless person.
Mashallah.
You literally just ask for everyone, not just for yourself.
MashaAllah.
Sister Amrin, I think she deserves a voucher.
Yes.
Sarah, would you like a voucher for brew?
Do
Do you like going to brew?
Yeah.
So we'll pick one up for you. What do you like, a waffle or a drink? Let me see what comes
What
out
do
for
we
you.
have? Alhamdulillah.
Let's see what comes out of the envelope for you. Right, you have just got yourself a Strobella waffle pop. How does that sound? Wow, did he just say wow?
Mashallah.
I get well excited when you say
Allah
wow.
bless you, mashallah.
Well, you deserve it because of dua you made for everybody right now. That made the whole ummah enter Jannah. That is the most beautiful dua, and
Mashallah.
Ameen to that. Right, Sarah. This Friday we have a nasheed competition. Are you going to be joining it?
Yep.
Inshallah, yeah.
Excellent. So we should either wait for you on the call, on the phone, or we'll look forward to seeing you in the studio, inshallah, on Friday.
Studio on Friday.
Inshallah, we'll look forward to seeing you.
Inshallah. And Sarah, don't forget to stay on the line so the producer can take Mummy's number down, and you can come and collect your voucher. We'll put your name and your details on the back of the voucher, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, Jazakallah khair. Assalamu
Assalamu
alaikum.
alaikum, Sarah. Khafiz. Right, that was
Mashallah.
Sarah. What a beautiful dua.
Alhamdulillah. Should we read a text
We
message?
got a text, yes.
We've got about 2.5 minutes before the break, but the message we've had is text message saying on Facebook, I'm enjoying listening to the names of Allah, learning something new each day. Keep up the good work. Jazakallah
that's from
khair for that,
Sajida Tayyib.
Sajida. Jazakallah khair. That's
Thank you.
Really, the feedback is really important because we're here, we're a community radio, and we're here to improve and make things better. And so when we get feedback, whatever it is constructive, then we can learn from it and inshallah better ourselves as well.
Indeed.
Inshallah.
Should we just give our children the number again?
Yes, the studio number is 0116 212 9324. Text number is 07450 925084. We are on Instagram Live. We're on Facebook Live. Please join us through the normal trial listening online, which is www.ramadan.fm. You are on Ramadan Special, EAVA FM 102.5. We're here till 5 o'clock for the Children's Hour. Myself,
Excellent.
Sister Amrin, and Sister Fatima.
Yay. Just a quick thing on the two names we just talked about before the break, Al-Khafid and Al-Rafi. The Quran gives us many descriptions, Sister Amreen, right?
Yes.
And all our listeners, it gives us a lot of descriptions of the garden, such as what it's going to look like. So we can imagine, have that picture drawn in our imagination of what
Subhanallah.
actually the garden will look like. For example, in Surah Waqia, it talks a lot about the garden. So why don't we give our little children an activity to do? If you're at home doing nothing right now, or later on, maybe after madrasa, draw a picture of an imagination of the garden, of the Jannah. What do you want it to be looking like?
Yes.
Is it full of lots of candies? Lots of trees?
It doesn't mean to say it needs to be a garden as in a garden that
Exactly.
you get in the back of your house. It could be any kind of garden.
Any kind of garden. So the garden of is basically talking about Jannah here. So the kind of imagination you have for the garden of Jannah, draw a picture.
Yes.
And
I want
share
to
it.
see those pictures.
That'd be amazing, actually, right?
Mashallah. And if you want to get them in, let's just say to the last Friday, so next Friday.
Inshallah, yeah.
And then we'll inshallah.
The gardens of Jannah.
Yes.
Pictures of the gardens of Jannah. That would be
Yes.
amazing to see.
And
yeah.
we'll post the winners on Facebook, inshallah.
Why not?
Yes.
And also let our listeners know all the poems that we've had received for the
Yes.
competition last week.
Yes.
We're going to make like a little journal that we're going to stick up on the wall of the radio station.
Yes.
And then when they come in year after year, inshallah,
They'll
they'll
be able to
see
see it,
what they wrote
inshallah.
last year
Yeah.
and what they can write again the following year, inshallah.
Yes, inshallah. Okay, we will see you after the break. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Welcome back to the Children's Hour on Ramadan Radio 102.5 EAVA FM. You can call us on 0116 212 9324 or text us on 07450 925 084. I'm sorry about that. We had a text message earlier on for a sister asking for the number for the studio because your son would like to pray. I'll just repeat the number once more. It's 212-9324. So before the break, Sister Amrin, we were doing 99 names of Allah.
Yes.
We did the 4 names, and now inshallah we should move on to our topic, a caring neighbor. And today's story is based on a caring neighbor, but I think we've got a call coming in, but I'll show the book to our listeners. It's called A Caring Neighbor by Karima Borubi from the Islamic Foundation. Butterfingers. This is the book. We have a few messages on there. We've got Salma Haddad on Facebook saying, lovely show. Bless you all. Jazakallah, Sister Salma. We need your support. Thank you for that. Inshallah, all of you are listening to the beautiful 99 names of Allah. We've got a call coming.
Okay, we'll put on we'll show the books after this caller, inshallah.
Yes. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
And what is your name?
Hawa.
Hawa.
My sister.
How are you? And is that Atia in the background?
Yeah.
Tell Atia I recognize her now.
MashaAllah.
How are you, Hawa?
I'm fine.
Alhamdulillah. So, what are you praying for us today?
6th kalima.
6th kalima. Wow. Okay, you can start reciting when you're ready.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min an ushrika bika shay'an wa ana a'lamu bihi wa astaghfiruka lima la a'lamu bihi tubtu anhu wa tabaraktu الكفر والشرك والكذب والغيبة والبدعة والنميمة والفواحش والبهتان والمعاصي كلها وأسلمت أقول لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول الله.
Well done, Hawa.
MashaAllah.
Jazakallah. Would you like to give salam to anybody today or a message for anybody on radio? Hawa?
I want to say salam to my mom.
Salam to your mom.
My baby sister.
Oh, MashaAllah.
Okie dokie. And
Jazakallah
does
for
Atia want to speak?
Atia? No?
Hawa? I think we've lost him.
Okay. Jazakallah khair for calling in. Assalamu alaikum.
Or they've gone shy.
Yeah, they've gone
One or the
shy.
other.
But Jazakallah for calling in anyway. And as you say, it takes a lot for the children to call in.
Definitely.
And mashallah, they're really brave. So those of you children who are listening, mashallah, is really brave of you to call in. And we really appreciate it. So Jazakallah khair for that.
And they're one of our dedicated ones. They do call us in a lot every day.
And they come in too as well. So mashallah, shout out to all of them. Alhamdulillah. Shall we do some of the Facebook messages?
Yes, we got Anjum. You read it if you can.
Okay, we have got...
Anjum Karim.
yeah, it is the same masjid that we go to, yes. Actually, yeah, we used to go madrasa together. Oh my gosh, yes.
So the person's, Anjum's written, hi, you're Amrin, you went to the same mosque.
Yeah,
you were
mashallah.
small.
Yes, it is.
Wow.
We shout out to you, Anjum. Jazakallah khair. We got brother Salim Yusuf Logat from Islamic Relief saying, oh wow, mashallah, great show. Allah Ta'ala bless you always, inshallah. Jazakallah khair for your du'as, brothers. Really appreciate it.
We have a caller.
Alhamdulillah. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Oh, who do we have on the line? You're through to the Children's Hour on Radio Ramadan. Who is that? What's your name? Assalamu alaikum. Hello.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. What's your name?
Hamza.
Hamza. How are you?
Good, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Allah shukr. Alhamdulillah. We're halfway through Ramadan now. So how's your Ramadan been going?
It's been going good, alhamdulillah. How's yours?
Alhamdulillah, it's going too quick, isn't it?
Yeah.
We need to make the most of the 15 days left now, inshallah.
Yeah.
Yes, inshallah. Okay, so Hamza, what would you like to recite?
I'd like to recite on Tabat Jaza.
Okay, inshallah. Nice and clearly when you're ready. Bismillah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم تبت يدا أبي لهب وتب ما أغنى عنه ماله وما كسب سيصلى نارا ذات لهب وامرأته حمالة الحطب في جيدها حبل من مسد.
MashaAllah. MashaAllah.
You recited that so lovely. Like,
MashaAllah. You're Hafiz, aren't you? Are you Hafiz?
No.
You know, MashaAllah, you have a beautiful voice. MashaAllah. How old are you, Hamza? I've forgotten. You're going to have to remind me. How old?
7.
Subhanallah. MashaAllah. Okay. What I want you to do, inshallah, do you know any nasheeds and qasides and things? Can you sing?
Yeah, I do know one.
Okay, can you come in on Friday and come and recite between the children's hour between 4 and 5?
Okay.
Because mashallah, you
Inshallah.
have a beautiful voice and we'd love the listeners to hear you even further, inshallah. And
Okay.
we'll get the blessings from that, inshallah, too. So is that ideal? Are you going to come in on Friday, inshallah?
Okay, inshallah.
Make sure you come in with your parent, though, whoever it is, that they come between 4 and 5, so we can try and get you in on air sooner. Because on Friday is very busy, so we want to make sure that everyone gets a chance. Who turns up gets a chance,
And Hamza,
inshallah.
somebody just sent a message for you on Facebook saying, MashaAllah, Hamza.
Oh, wow,
So
mashallah.
people are listening and they loved it.
Oh, subhanallah. May Allah bless you for making the time
Jazakallah.
and the effort. You know, because you recited so beautifully, we're going to have a voucher for you. So if you can pop in tomorrow, inshallah, or even before the end of the show today, we've got a brew voucher for you, and it's mojito ice refresher. I think because you recited so beautifully, we're going to put that aside for you. So, you know, when we finish, just stay on the line, and the producer will take your parents' number, just so we've got your details. Okay, Hamza?
Okay.
But inshallah, we will either see you tomorrow or on Friday, yeah?
You mind if my brother plays?
Of course he can, no problem. What's his name?
Is that?
Okay, inshallah.
Sounds good.
Assalamu alaikum. How are you?
Good, alhamdulillah. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, shukr. Jazakallah khair for calling in. And what would you like to recite today?
Surah Nas.
Okay, bismillah, when you're ready, inshallah.
قل أعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر الوسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجن والناس.
Sadaqallah al-Azim. Mashallah, jazakallah khair for that. And would you like to say salam to anybody?
Salam to the whole ummah.
Jazakallah khair. And Wesley is coming on Friday with Hamza, and you both sing something together, okay?
Okay.
Try and learn something both together, okay? We want to hear you, inshallah, and come into the studio.
Jazakallah.
Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu
Assalamu alaikum. Alhamdulillah.
What a
Jazakallah
beautiful
khair.
recitation from both the brothers. And
That was
Hamza
beautiful.
Yes.
Mashallah. Okay, so we have about 15 minutes before the
Right.
end of the show. Alhamdulillah.
this
Let's try and get a story,
story.
inshallah.
Right, so the book's called A Caring Neighbour. Mrs. Ahmad, who lived next door to Nazia in Apple Tree Drive, was suddenly taken ill. She was rushed to the hospital in an ambulance. It was Nazia, while playing with her friends Hana, Yasin and Nahla, who had seen poor Mrs. Ahmad fall to the ground. Being a sensible and thoughtful girl, she immediately ran to raise the alarm. Nazia's mother telephoned Mr. Ahmad at his place of work to tell him what had happened. He rushed to the hospital to be at his wife's side. In the confusion, Mr. Ahmad and Nazia's mother had forgotten all about little Yasmin and Amal, the twin daughters of Mr. and Mrs. Ahmad, who were still next door. "There's nobody to look after Yasmin and Amal," said Nazia fearfully. "Don't worry, Nazia," replied her mother. "We'll be good neighbors and do our duty as Muslims. We will look after them until their mummy is well again, insha'Allah. Now be a good girl and go next door and fetch them. They must be frightened, poor little dears." Nazia quickly went round to Mr. and Mrs. Ahmad's house. She found the twins sitting on the bottom step of their stairs, their arms wrapped tightly around each other. Come on, you two," laughed Nazia. "Come to our house. My mum will look after you." Nazia looked down at the twins unhappy faces and bent down to pick them up. Don't worry, inshallah your mummy will get better and be able to come home soon. Nazia took the twins back to her house and decided she was going to take care of them. She would let them play with her toys and would read them a story. She was sure that they would enjoy that and it would help them forget the reason for their sadness, inshallah. Nazia took them to her bedroom and showed them all the exciting toys and told them, you can play with whatever you like. Yasmin and Amal looked eagerly around the room. They could not decide what to play with first. Nazia watched them thoughtfully. She was thinking of how fortunate she herself was. She had parents who loved her a lot and were very generous to her. She silently thanked Allah for giving her such a wonderful mum and dad. The twins must really miss their mummy, thought Nazia. She felt sad and said a little prayer, asking Allah to restore Mrs. Ahmad's good health. Nazia then went downstairs to help her mother. She entered the kitchen where her mother was speaking on the telephone. Her mother was telephoning the hospital about visiting hours. She hung up the phone and turned to face Nazia. Oh, I didn't hear you come in, she explained. That was the hospital. We can go and visit Mrs. Ahmad after lunch, inshallah. Should we take a pause and take the call?
Yes, inshallah.
Yeah. We'll be back to the story shortly.
Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Who's that?
Huda.
Huda.
Huda's back.
Huda, you back, mashallah. Huda, you're going to remind everybody how old you are?
I'm 8 years old.
8 years old, mashallah. And how's your Ramadan been for you?
It's good, it's gone well.
It's gone well, yeah? Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. Okay, so what are you going to recite for us today? Are you going to sing something for us?
I'm gonna recite Surah Al-Ma'idah.
Inshallah. When you're ready, Bismillah, nice and clearly. Okay, my darling?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا تحلوا شعائر الله ولا الشهر الحرام ولا الهدي ولا القلائد ولا آمين البيت الحرام يبتغون فضلا من ربهم ورضوانا وإذا حللتم فاصطادوا ولا يجرمنكم شنآن قوم أن صدوكم عن المسجد الحرام أن تعتدوا وتعاونوا على البر والتقوى ولا تعاونوا على الإثم والعدوان واتقوا الله إن الله شديد العقاب حرمت عليكم الميتة والدم ولحم الخنزير وما أهل لغير الله به والمنخنقة والموقوذة والمتردية والنطيحة وما أكل السبع إلا ما ذكيتم وما ذبح على النصب وأن تستقسموا بالأزلام ذلكم فسق صدق الله العظيم.
Sadaq al-Azim, mashallah. That was beautiful, Huda. That was so beautiful. How long have you known the dua for? Have you known it for a little while?
I've known it just from the Friday, no, not the Friday, the Thursday before Ramadan.
Oh, mashallah. Yeah, your recitation is beautiful. May Allah bless you. Alhamdulillah. Huda, would you like to say salam to anybody?
I'd like to say salam to you and the whole Muslim Ummah from Adam alayhi salam.
Oh, subhanallah. May Allah bless you. Jazakallah khair for calling in. And inshallah, you know about a competition, don't you, Huda? You're going to come in for our competition?
Okay.
Yeah, inshallah. So what I'm going to do, because your recitation was so beautiful, I'm going to show it on the Instagram live. I actually got a blue voucher for you, okay? So I've put your details on the back. All I need you to do is, once we finish the call, is stay on the line and the producer will take your parents' number and then inshallah you can come and collect it into the studio, okay? Yeah, so your voucher is for a strawberry waffle pop, okay, from Brew Coffee and Gelato, who are our sponsors for our children's show, okay?
Okay.
Yeah?
My little brother wants to pray something as well.
Of course he can. We've got enough time, inshallah. What's your brother's name? What's his name, Huda? Hamza. And how old is Hamza?
3.
Oh, subhanallah. Okay, when he's ready, just ask him to come to the phone.
قل أعوذ برب الفلق ومن شر ما خلق ومن شر إذا وقب ومن شر نفاثات في العقد ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد.
MashaAllah, Sadaqallah al-Azim. Hamza, MashaAllah, that was really brave of you to come and pray on radio. Jazakallah khair. Do you want to say salam to anybody? Oh, Allah bless you. Okay, Huda, stay on the phone. And Jazakallah for all the Muslims, MashaAllah. Jazakallah khair. Remember saying your du'as, okay? We're only halfway. We've got halfway to Ramadan, inshallah. And maybe we all reach the end in the best of states, inshallah, okay? So stay on the phone, Huda, and so the producer can take your mummy or your daddy's number, and then the voucher will keep behind for you, and you can come and collect it between the children's time, okay?
Okay.
Jazakallah khair for calling in again. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
MashaAllah, that was so beautiful.
So cute.
MashaAllah.
Right. So we're going to quickly go back to the story.
Yes.
So it was where the mum had just come off the phone and told her Nazia that we can go to the hospital after lunch, inshallah. And then Nazia said, "Oh, brilliant," yelled Nazia, excitedly running from the kitchen, completely forgetting that she had come to offer to help her mother. Nazia burst through the bedroom door, making Yasmin jump in surprise. "We are going to see your mum after lunch," gushed Nazia happily. The twins jumped up and started leaping about the room, cheering and shouting excitedly. They all ran downstairs and scampered through the kitchen. Nazia's mother was busy preparing lunch for them all and something special to take to the hospital for their mum. She knew that Mrs. Ahmad would not want to eat hospital food because it might contain some ingredients which are forbidden for us. "What are you doing, Mummy?" asked Nazia. "I am preparing a meal for Mrs. Ahmad," replied her mother. "Why?" asked Nazia. "Doesn't the hospital have any food?" "Of course they do," laughed her mother. "But it is required of all good Muslims to visit the sick, and it's good to take some food for them too." "Oh, I think I had better make something too then," said a rather worried Nazia. "I want to be a good Muslim." "Don't worry about making something. You can buy a gift at the local shop, inshallah," answered her mother. Should we stop for the call?
Bismillah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
And what is your name?
Khadija Ahmed.
Khadija Ahmed. Assalamu alaikum. How old are you?
10 years old.
10 years old. Excellent. Have you had a good day?
Yes.
Brilliant. Brilliant. So, what would you like to pray for us or sing for us?
A story.
A story? Did you just say a story?
Yeah.
Excellent. You can start when you're ready.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Once there was a man who was not a good Muslim, but he had great respect for the Quran Sharif and its pages. While walking, he found a page on the Quran Sharif on the floor. He picked it up, kissed it, dusted the sand off, and placed it on a high shelf with lots of respect. Allah Ta'ala loved this action, and thus Allah Ta'ala forgave him. Finished.
Wow.
MashaAllah.
Beautiful story. And where did you learn that story from, Khadija? Did someone say it to you?
It's from a book.
It's from a book. Excellent.
MashaAllah.
Keep up the good work. Keep reading.
Yes.
Keep reading, okay? And would you like to give salam to anybody?
My sister wants to pray.
Okie dokie.
Inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. And what is your name?
MashaAllah.
Hafsa Ahmed.
Hafsa Ahmed. Wow. And how old are you, Hafsa?
Second Kalima.
Second kalima, but how old are you? Okay, you can pray first.
5 years old.
You're 5 years old. Wow, mighty power. Right, you can start reciting when you're ready.
You?
You can start praying.
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. I bear witness that there is no God but Allah, and I give witness that Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is his slave and his prophet.
Wow. Hafsa, I am super proud of you for two
Mashallah.
reasons. You know why? First of all, you prayed it with so much energy and you were so proud while you were praying it. And the other reason is because you learned the meaning of it also.
Yes.
That is so beautiful. That is so important that when we learn the dua or learn the kalima or anything we pray from the Quran, that we'll try and learn the meaning of it. So then we can action it, right?
Mashallah.
So well done. I'm so proud. And you're only 5 years old. Wow. And for that reason, you have just got yourself a brew voucher for a waffle pop. So when mommy or daddy can take you to brew, you can have a free waffle pop there because you have a voucher for it. Okay?
So Mr. and Mrs. Ahmed, whoever's there, can you stay on the line so our producer can take the number? Because what we're seeming to get is the children are cutting the call, so we're not being able to get your telephone numbers. So when we say you're having a voucher, please stay on the line and then the producer will take your number, inshallah. We don't want the children to miss out.
Otherwise your vouchers will be lost in the studio somewhere and nobody will get them.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Jazakallah both, Khadija
Jazakallah.
and Hafsa for calling.
Okay.
Assalamu alaikum. Khuda Hafiz.
Okay, so we've just had a text message as well. So we're on the children's hour. We've got the last 2.5 minutes.
And Hamza's already
Inshallah.
collected his voucher.
And Hamza, no, he came to the studio. No, he wants to come into the
Oh,
studio.
sorry.
We are on. The address is 207 Evington Road. So it's after. I can't say any other shops, but it's after. Well, towards the bottom end. It's the old Al Bela building, so we're upstairs. So if the door should be open, inshallah. And if you just come in, and
207.
207. Postcode is LE2 1QN. So yeah, when you are coming to get your vouchers, ideally come between the times we're here, or at least we've got the contact numbers for you. So
They are outside. Okay, somebody should come down and open the door for you, okay?
Yeah, inshallah. Producer, we just had a message saying somebody's outside. Okay, inshallah, somebody should open the door.
Brilliant.
Alhamdulillah, that's what we like to say.
Excellent. And this is claiming it today.
Yes, alhamdulillah.
Great.
Alhamdulillah.
Right,
Okay,
so
we have about a minute and a half
a minute
to go.
and a half.
Shall we share the books that we've
Yes.
been...
What I'll do is, instead of trying to finish this book, because we've only got about a minute, I will carry on reading it until somebody calls in. But we will share the books, what we read, and share on our shows
Yes.
on the Facebook page. So if any parents would like to see the stories that we're reading and the books that we're using, you
Yeah.
can always go back and purchase them or
Definitely.
look at them, inshallah.
The other, I wanted to remind about the competitions as well.
Oh, yes. We might as well do that then,
Yes.
inshallah. We'll continue this another day.
So-
because we've got 2 more pages and don't
So
rush it.
the final competition is next Friday. So we're going to do a flash mob of the 99 names, inshallah. So we want to try and get as many of the children in the studio to do the 99 names. And what we're going to do, we're going to have from about 20 past till 22. So as many children from that time. So before you go to madrasa, as soon as you get on the way, we're going to have a time. Otherwise, it's going to be difficult to facilitate health and safety and everything else. So inshallah, it will be really good. Inshallah. And so alhamdulillah. Oh, we have, who's Hamza? Are you Hamza? Yeah. Oh, Jazakallah khair for coming in. See, that is quick. MashaAllah. Jazakallah khair for
And well
coming
done.
in. Well done to you. You're going to come in on Friday, aren't you? Inshallah. Nice to see you.
Inshallah.
Jazakallah khair. And who's that with you? What's your name? What's your name? Sarah. You're Sarah. Oh, mashallah. Okay, let me...
They both come excellent. Well done. You've
Alhamdulillah.
recited it really well.
There you go, my darling. Jazakallah khair. Inshallah, see you all on Friday, okay? Okay,
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. Jazakallah khair.
Oh.
Well, mashallah. Okay, that leaves us 15 seconds to the show. So, Jazakallah khair. We have been the Children's Hour, myself, Sister Fatima, and Sister Amrin, and we will see you tomorrow, inshallah.
Inshallah. And keep on coming in.
Yes.
Children, keep on calling in and we
Join
will
us on Facebook and Insta.
Friday Nasheed competition.
Yes. Assalamu alaikum.